Destiny 2 has its work cut out for it. After launching, Destiny 2 was beset by an angry and apathetic player base. Somehow that's possible, but they managed it. 2 underwhelming expansions later, and it feels like Destiny 2 is in the exact same place that Destiny 1 was after its first year. Its only chance for revival comes in the form of a major expansion. For Destiny 1, that was the Taken King. For Destiny 2, it's Forsaken. I wanted to take a look at some of the biggest complaints with Destiny 2 and whether, based on what Bungie is saying, Forsaken will address them. First off, the endgame was repetitive and unrewarding. Forsaken's answer to the endgame is the Dreaming City. It's a new area that'll be home to a bunch of endgame events, including the new raid. Bungie's describing it as if the Vault of Glass and the Dreadnought had a baby, which is certainly encouraging. People like both of those areas, but beyond that, we're not getting a whole lot. We've seen what it looks like, but all we really know is that it will change based on the actions of players. They're saying that 2 weeks after launch, the Dreaming City will be different from the one at launch, but how different and what that actually means is totally up in the air. The other way Bungie seems to be rewarding endgame players is through collections, where you'll be able to fill out a collection book and earn titles, emblems, and other rewards for various tasks. This works basically like the record books from Season 1, which is fine by me. I don't know that it's that much of a draw, but it's nice to have. But does it fix Destiny 2's lack of endgame carrots to chase? Right now, we can't say. We really need more info from Bungie of what the endgame will actually entail. Traditionally, they say that info until after launch, but with their backs against the wall, we might hear a lot sooner. Another major complaint about Destiny 2, the weapon system is super dull. The weapon system introduced in Destiny 2 had all sorts of major issues. Kinetic and energy weapons felt the same, weapon mods were meaningless, and there were no random rolls on any guns. Forsaken will introduce an entirely new weapon system, complete with the return of random perk rolls on guns. It'll also allow players to equip 3 of the same type of weapon at once, which means yes, you can have 3 shotguns at once if that's your bag. They were very proud of talking about that. So will this fix the weapon system? Once again, it's really too early to say if it'll fix it. There's no doubt Bungie is trying something very dramatically different here, which at least is something. We do have concerns that if each slot can essentially have any type of weapon, it makes all of the slots even more similar to one another. But how Bungie is planning on addressing this is really still up in the air. They've talked about ammo management, stuff like that, but all this stuff is really very vague at this point. That said, return of random perks is great news, and we're very happy to see that. The last major issue with Destiny 2 that I want to talk about is that the game really didn't change very much over the course of the year. It launched and then saw a few dull expansion packs that people just kind of passively played, but by and large, it was the same experience at launch that it was today. Bungie is very actively pushing against that idea. Bungie is arguing that Forsaken will change that entirely with something called the Annual Pass, which honestly sounds a heck of a lot like a Season Pass. I don't know how it's different. They spoke at length about it, and I still have no idea. This time they're promising 3 major additions throughout the year rather than 2, with a focus on endgame activities and gear, leaning away from things like cutscenes and major story beats. There will be some lore things to find, but by and large, it's about keeping Destiny active. So will this annual pass keep Destiny 2 players engaged for 12 months? Bungie has literally never been very good at this, and based on the announcements today, there's no indication that they're doing anything dramatically different to improve that track record. We'll say, highly doubtful, but happy to be proven wrong. So where does that leave our enthusiasm for Destiny 2 Forsaken? Right now, we simply need more information from Bungie to convince us that they're bringing Destiny back to its former glories. They'll be showing off a new mode and discussing a new weapons system with us at E3, so hopefully that'll fill in some of the blanks. Until then, we're just gonna have to wait and see.